Okay, so here I'm going to be explaining how the IB system works, okay? So it's very different from how the A level system works. So what you do is in the IB, you take 6 subjects, okay? 6 subjects, one from each group. So let me tell you more about the groups. So group 1, language and literature, okay? So for each subject, just like how in A levels you take H1 or H2, you take SL or HL. There is no H3 option in IB. So for language and literature, you can take it either SL or HL. ACSI completely eradicated HL lit starting from my year. So it's kind of just Langlit, kind of like a mixture of English and literature, but not completely like delving into like the philosopher works. So she has to take literature. It's compulsory. Okay. Group 2 is mother tongue. Okay. So of course Chinese, Malay, Tamil, they all take like what they've always taken, and for secondary school she will be taking Bangla. But then the thing is, when you move on to IB, there is no Bangla being offered, so that's where you take Spanish ab initio to substitute for the Bangla, but you'll still have to do Bangla A levels, which is kind of something I didn't know, and I don't think you know that either, so just take note of this. I mean, taking Spanish is going to be like an extra workload, but it's apparently very easy, so not that big of a deal. That's the second subject. The third subject is the humanities, okay? My handwriting sucks, okay. So, history, geog, business management, economics. Yeah, these are the 4 they offer. So, honestly, you gotta try out these 2 in like Sec 1 and Sec 2. If you want to take either of these in Sec 3 or Sec 4, that's kind of up to you. BM and economics, these are, you get to try them in like Sec 4 under this subject called global studies. So, most schools they do like SS as part of their O level curriculum. Well, in MGS, they don't have SS for IP kids, they have GS, which is where you're going to try BM and economics, 1 for each year. So, yeah. Next, group 4 is, if I'm not wrong, math. No, the sciences. Okay, sciences. So, let me remember. Okay. It's kind of like you guys, biochem, physics, computer science. Now, this right here is an option. But computer science is only at HL. So, all of these subjects right here, you can take them at either SL or HL except Spanish. This one is only at SL, okay? So, I guess if she's inclined in computers, you can consider this, but that's far-fetched. I wouldn't recommend taking this, but yeah, so typical. Also, one thing to know is that sciences in IB are not as deep as A level. Why? I'll delve into that later. Let me turn that off. Okay, so group 5 is math, okay? Math is just like your H1 and H2 things at the A levels. So, in IB, there's 2 types of math, okay? Analysis and approaches for like those who want to go into like engineering. And then there's AI for like people who already know they hate math, they don't want to do math. It's just they're taking it for the sake of taking a subject. So that one's like the easier kind of like you just analyze statistics and stuff. You don't do like all those differential equation stuff. But ACSI only offers AA, so you get to take this at either HL or SL. HL math is apparently harder than H2 math, but you don't worry about it now. Group 6 is your music and visual arts. Now, I used to think this was compulsory, but guess what? It's not, because not everybody's inclined. So, you take 1 extra subject. Us normal kids, we take 1 extra subject from one of these groups. So you can take either 2 humanities or 2 sciences, okay? That's how it works. So for instance, I want to take HL Langlit. I want to take SL Spanish. I want to take HL History, HL BM, and then SL Chem, and then after that SL Math. Okay, so this is gonna be a subject combination. Okay, or I could take, instead of this, I could take bio instead. There's like 100 different ways to do it. So this is kind of how IB works. So let me next explain to you how the grading system works, okay? Okay, so the grading system at MGS is kind of like similar, exactly the same as how they do it in like ACSI. So, okay, 7 points is the best for any subject. Okay? So 7 is 80 and above, 6 is 70 to 79. Okay? And then 5 is 60 to 69, 4 is 50 to 59, etc. So your total IB score is, for like the 6 subjects, if you score 7 for all of them, that's 42, okay? So where does the other 3 points come from? 3 points comes from CAS, which is basically our community action and service. TOK, theory of knowledge, basically your philosophy. I think the philosophy you did in your school is really similar to what they do at MGS. Kind of no difference. And after that, the EE, which is basically this huge research project. Okay, they call it the 4,000 word essay, which really sounds scary right now, but trust me, over the years, you write so many research papers that 4,000 words becomes like a sentence to you, okay? So, yeah, so you need to get one from this, and one from this by just completing them. So 42 plus 3 is 45, your perfect score. So now, in MGS, they count this a bit differently because, of course, you don't take 6 subjects. So let me break down which subjects she's going to take, okay? I'm sorry this video's all over the place. It's like 2 a.m. right now. Okay, so she's going to take LA, which is basically language arts. The IP students, they don't take like English and literature separately. It's like combined into one subject. So I'm just going to put that right here. So next, of course, math, and then science. And after that, MT. And then after that, what was it again? Oh yeah, history, geog, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like 6. So these are all the subjects she'll be taking that are graded. And so these will be your 6 subjects right here. There's no categorizing yet. And then, let me remember. Okay, so the non-examinable subjects, okay? PTK, which is basically philosophy. And then GS. Okay, GS in Sec 1 and Sec 2 isn't really discovering the business management and economics part yet. It's more of like, it's like your social studies throughout the 4 years. Just teachers just like make you do presentations on like political issues. It's just like kind of like just going in and listening and learning something new. No exams, nothing. It's just literally a free period to all of us. And then the last one I cannot. Oh yes, IS. So IS is your huge research project. So every year you have one new research project, okay? That you do from the start of the year to the end of the year. So let me give you an example. So was that okay? In Sec 1, my group and I wanted to like discover how to like combat food wastage, and like Sec 2, because there was this like opening of this like heritage site near our school that nobody knew about, so we wanted to like raise awareness on it. And in Sec 3 and Sec 4, it gets different. It gets more towards the real EE standard. So yeah, you get the gist. And I think that's all I can think of right now. Yeah.